like I was thinking like as well. I remember, well, it's always stuck in my head. The first time we met, you used the analogy of being like a caterpillar, going into that cocoon, and turning into that butterfly, and seeing, um, other parts of the world that you wouldn't see being that caterpillar.
Right. You didn't even know existed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's always stuck with me. And when I've in the time since we last spoke, when I spoke with you, I was unemployed, and I was just kind of working on my podcast, which I still do. And that helped me to get like a job as an employment coach, getting people into work. But that didn't work out. But I always kept thinking about that caterpillar analogy of trying different things and seeing different you know roles and having different experiences and learning. Whereas if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have seen those different parts of life. I had those experiences.
That's right.
And it's just something that I really, I always kind of hold on to, and I always think about it. And I always tell other people, and I always tell other people that I did a podcast with my friend Glenn Lundy, and he said, and I think it really helps
That's
people to kind
awesome.
of think about stuff.
Yeah, man. Perspective's everything. And we can only see what we position ourselves to be able to see. And a lot of times we have to get into really uncomfortable, tight spaces, right? Like the cocoon. We have to get into uncomfortable, tight spaces, not knowing what's going to happen on the other side. The caterpillar that goes into the cocoon does not know it's coming out a butterfly. It has no idea. It just knows it has this compelling desire, right? This burning desire, this instinctive desire to sit still, And it builds a cocoon to protect itself in that stillness with no idea of what will transform. No idea. How amazing is that, right? It doesn't have a plan. It doesn't have a roadmap. It's not mapped out. Nobody gave them a blueprint. There's no owner's manual that says, hey, Mr. Caterpillar, here's what's going to happen. You're going to live for 3 weeks, and then you're going to feel this way, and then you're going to experience this, and then you're going to build a cocoon, and then you're going to come out and you're going to fly around the world. Ain't nobody telling the caterpillar, right? They just go by their natural instinct without knowing what's on the other side. And because they follow in that flow, they get to experience the world from all sides. They get to experience it from the bottom up and from the top down. What a beautiful existence that a caterpillar has. Human beings are far more per, if you're a biblical person or a religious person or anything like that, but per the creation story, human beings are far more beloved than even the beautiful caterpillar. So if you believe that to be true, that we are to experience life to its fullest, if you believe that to be true, then there will come times in your life where you just have to go with the flow of the universe, get out of the way, and quit trying to figure out what's on the other stinking side, and just go climb in the dang cocoon. And yes, it's uncomfortable, and yes, it's dark, and yes, it's scary, all of those things. But if you trust when you come out the other side, it'll be a whole new world for you. So thanks for reminding me of that, man. I love that. I haven't talked about that since I talked with you. I don't think. It just
No, you're
reminds
welcome.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. It's a really, really nice analogy, and like a really nice way of seeing, the world. And it's true, isn't it? Yeah, and you must see that in people, maybe in your work or in your life, or even on, say, like in the media. We see, I think, some people who start out, and you just see them kind of like, steadily gravitate and build that momentum. And like you said, it's people sometimes, we all sometimes get in a comfort zone, but then, once you've pushed past that, um, the unknown, you become like you become more used